My darling queen, Happy New Year! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Let's just welcome in all this luscious, brand new, sparkly energy into what I know is going to be the best year of your life, of my life, of all of our lives. And why do I know this? Because God willing, we have been gifted a year, and life is so, so precious. And when we remember that freedom is a thought away and that we get to choose how we design our lives, that we are all powerful through the spirit that is in us, and literally when we focus on the truth, it will set us free. There is nothing more exciting to me than an absolutely blank slate. And I hope that you are well rested and rejuvenated and just anticipating everything great, everything awesome, everything wonderful, and everything miraculous in your life. Just to be opening up to all of the good that is coming to you. I know that's where my focus is. And for today's episode, I have a very special message for you. And in fact, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into one of the introductions for a program that I did that I just feel like the message in that is the perfect way to kick off this year. You'll see. It's just filled with inspiration and downloads and all things majestic. So I think I'm just going to turn it over and let you soak up all of the goodness that is in this download. So Happy New Year. Welcome to the best year of your life. You and me, we're doing this together. Make sure that you are real active with me. Send me a DM. Let me know how you're doing. For those of you that are texting me, shoot me a text. I want to know what's up for you this year. But right now, I just want to give to you. So soak in this amazing message.
You've gotten great at divine working, but what about divine living? Welcome to the Divine Living Podcast. I'm your host, Gina DeVee. You're not alone in wanting more. And here at the Divine Living Podcast, you can expect to be part of conversations from women like us who unapologetically dream big and are obsessed with manifesting our most fabulous lives. The conversation starts now. Hey, everyone. I'm so proud of you all for showing up for yourself and stepping into this and getting yourself educated and doing the deep dive work of exploring what's possible. What are you really here for? I mean, it is a process. It is a process. And I'm going to leave you with just what's really up for me right now. And I just had a very beautiful conversation with a former client of mine. And she's, about a week ago now, her fiance had a heart attack and has made his transition. And they've been together like 10 years. They're just such a dynamic couple. And the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because we never know. And I think that sometimes in our own fear and sometimes in our own concern about, am I good enough? And do I have what it takes? Or we'll make these excuses with ourselves to say like, oh, well, I'll do it next time. Or, I'll do it later, or all of those kinds of excuses. And what I want you to know is that we're not guaranteed anything. And I don't mean that in any kind of gloom and doom way. I mean it in, let's together as women love who we are. I want you to love who you are. I want you to tell yourself that you do have what it takes. And nobody has the desire that you have in your heart and isn't meant to do this stuff. Like, you have the desires to get these packages out into the world and to transform lives and to make a difference in a way that actually only you can. And yes, now is the time. This is your time to shine. This is your time to make money. This is your time to make that impact in the life of someone else. This is your time to believe that you are enough, that you do have what it takes. And no, not everybody knows what you know. Not everyone has been through what you've been through. And you're here right now for a reason. So I want you to seize this as the time that is meant for you to experience every level of abundance and every level of success and every level of contribution that you get to make. And the older I get and the more that I deepen in my faith, the more I realize the people who are living successful lives. And by that, I mean, they're living in abundance and they're living in joy and they're living in happiness and they're living in purpose. It's because they've made the decision to do so. Not because they're the most talented, not because they are the most likely. They have made a decision to say yes to their calling, to say yes to their destiny, and they're being blessed because of that. And that's what I desire for each and every one of you. Say yes. Say yes to yourself and say yes to your self-worth and say yes to, you're going to give this a try. You're going to put your packages out into the world. You're going to let where you're at right now be enough. And you're going to learn and you're going to get better as you do it. And you're going to let yourself make mistakes because you're going to make mistakes along the way. And then you're going to learn from those. And that is the key to being a successful woman. A successful woman gives herself permission to be enough in the here and now and to try things out and to sometimes get it right and sometimes not so much and learn along the way and have fun in the process. I see so many women being so hard on themselves, and I see it in myself too. So I got to catch it. It's like, could we just live in joy? I mean, I think if this year has taught us anything, it's that what we thought we would always be able to count on is different. Like, I never thought there would never be stages to go and speak on. Like, I never thought that I wouldn't be able to go and travel anywhere that I wanted to, whenever I wanted. And yet when we choose to see the joy in it all, and I see the redirection, this class would not have happened had things not occurred exactly the way they did this year. I had no 2020 plan for a perfectly packaged anything. And, so I think that just as we stay present and as we seize the moment, and as we continue to live in positivity and high vibeness, complaint free, excuses free, negativity free, like, it all gets so much better and so much easier. One of my high-end clients, she did her first challenge, like a 5-day challenge. And at the end of the 5 days, nobody had bought her program. And we were in that program. We were in an online event last week. And so she was there and she's like, nobody bought my program. And I said, well, first of all, you should congratulate yourself because you got your package out into the world. This was new for her. And you've been telling yourself for years you were going to do it, and you went and did it. I said, and then next, the fortune's in the follow-up. I said, so, keep chin up, positive vibes going. And I said, go and, DM each of the people in this group and anyways, today I looked on Voxer and she announced that one person had bought her program over the weekend. And that's how it starts. You just change one person's life and you do it by showing up. She didn't know if anybody was going to buy this. And the truth is this whole week is supposed to be her selling week anyways. But the point is she wanted to do this and had been talking about it literally for years, this particular kind of program that she put out into the world. And she did it. And you've probably had this desire for a long time as well, to do what you love, to make money in a way that's joyful to you, to have a level of significance in someone else's life and make a difference for them as well. And I assure you that as you continue to show up for yourself and show up for your calling and show up for your mission, it will work. You're going to get that clarity. You're going to get that client. You're going to get that income coming in. Like, just trust the process and keep going and keep saying yes to your dreams, to your destiny, to your mission, to your purpose. Keep saying yes to all of it. It's what you came here for. And then if you really want to add an extra dose of support, deepen your faith. And remember, like, it's not all on your shoulders. You don't have to figure all of this out, that there is a force and a spirit that is in you, but not of you, that will lead you and guide you and open your mind and make what hasn't always been clear, make it clear. And it'll open your ears. If you're listening and what you weren't always hearing, you're going to start to hear. And it'll open your eyes to what you weren't always seeing, and you'll start to see differently. And when you cultivate a deeper faith, you get that it is ask and it is given, and it is knock and the door will open, and it is seek and you will find. So everything that you're seeking, it's seeking you also. And every door that you're knocking on, that counts. And the clients will come, and the money will come, and the clarity will come, and it will come faster and easier as you move into this state of grace and this state of positivity and this state of deepening your faith to create a level of certainty. And I want you to know, every successful woman is going through the same process you are, myself included. It was over the weekend, I think I started, thinking about, like, what's going to be my next evolution as I think about this at this time of year every year, and what's going to be the next level, and what's like the new messaging that is meant to come through. And I started to get some ideas that excited me. And then I started to hear myself think the thought of, like, oh, but what if that doesn't work? And what if people don't buy that? And what if, like, this new message doesn't make the money that I'm used to? So I want you to know, this stuff still happens to me to this day. However, the thought came in, it didn't take a strong root. It came in lightly, and I noticed it because I'm so committed to the expansion in the next level. And I said, nope, I reject that thought. And I prayed and I said, dear God, please show me the way. And when I didn't think that I had to be the one to figure it out or to make it work, I could just sit back and relax, knowing that if I am seeking the message that is meant to flow through me, then it will be clear and it will be connected with abundance and prosperity, because that is what we are all meant for. And I'm not going to block it out. I'm not going to block it out with my worry. I'm not going to block it out with stress. I'm not going to block it out with fear or any form of lack thought. None of it. I am only available for my good. I am only available for expansion. I am only available for positivity from me and from everyone around me. I don't have anybody in my life, clients, friends, family member, that I spend any amount of where I'm letting any of the low vibe stuff in, because I know that success begets success, and high-mindedness begets high-mindedness, and faith begets faith, and that fear begets fear, and worry begets worry, and all of that. So the more that I'm in just anticipating my good, just like, wow, wonder what miracle God's going to send me today. So I'm expecting some cool email to come in, or an awesome text, or I don't know, new client, like whatever it's meant to be. And that's what I want for you. I want you to expect your good. And when you're in this place of truth and gratitude and peace and acceptance and just being excited. Like have those feelings of this excitement that of all these clients coming to you. I want you to just feel it right now. I want you to just feel excited about the 10 clients coming your way. Like just like soak that in, like just close your eyes maybe and feel it. Just feel. Woo! You feel that energy? Do you feel that passion? Do you feel that gratitude that your life gets to be used in this way? And now based on whatever your package is, calculate how much money is that going to be for you? Like 10 clients coming your way. How much money is that for you? And feel that. Like feel how great that feels. So let's focus on this, shall we? Focus on your good. Focus on how it is going to work out. Focus on how you and God are a majority. Focus on all those clients and how grateful they're going to be to get to work with you. How grateful they're going to be that you're going to be their mentor and impact their life in ways that you don't even know is important. You didn't even realize made any form of a difference. When I was talking with this former client this morning, I'd worked with her years and years and years ago before the first Divine Living Academy, and then she was in the first one. And we've not worked together in that way in many years now, but we'll see each other like on Instagram and that kind of thing. And she had seen me go to the White Truffle Festival that happens every fall in Alba, Italy. It's in the north of Italy. And she was talking about during this call today about how she had seen me go there, and she and her fiance went there, I don't know, maybe like a year or two ago. And she was talking about that. And it was like one of those things where, first of all, she was like realizing the places that she could start feeling sorry for herself. And I'm thinking like, well, if you ever had a legit reason to do so, I think it would be when your fiance, who you've been with for 10 years, has a heart attack a few weeks before Christmas, is what I was thinking. And she said she just had this angelic look on her face. I mean, clearly she'd been crying, and clearly there was something going on with her. And she had this, she goes, Gina, I'm just focused on all the good memories. And she said, and that was one of them. And she brought up some other good memories too. The point is how you're living your life and how you're showing up, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's in a coaching or a consulting session, whether it's in some copy that you're writing, you have no idea who's watching. You have no idea how it's going to impact their life. And that I had no idea that when I went to first of all, when I did the work to get my packages out there in the world and wrote the copy and all that I would be blessed with being able to work with this client, that she would be following me so many years later, watch me do something, go do it herself. And then this is one of the memories that she's having the week after her fiance died. It's like, you count and you matter and stuff. Like, do you think I thought about that? That I even knew about that? No. And this is how much I want you to understand your life matters. So these desires in your heart, I want you to see them through, and I want you to believe in them. And I want you to create certainty and faith that it is going to work. And that's all I want you to focus on. I just want you to focus on these 10 clients coming your way, the financial prosperity that's going to come in as a result, the incredible impact that you're going to have in these people's lives. This is such a special industry, ladies. I mean, it is such precious times that we get to have a front row seat into people's lives because of these packages. And it's such meaningful work, and it's literally life-changing, literally life-changing. Your life is going to be so filled with purpose and prosperity, and other people are just going to have their lives changed and transformed, and they're going to see things differently. They're going to see themselves differently. And one thing that we know for sure is what a hurting world it is and how much darkness there is out there. So be the light that you came here to be, and let your light shine. And the scriptures say, when Jesus talks about let your light shine, he talks about, it's like when you have a lamp, you like put it on a table. You don't hide it under anything. You put it on a table so it can do its job of letting the light shine. And it's literally scriptural, saying, let your light shine. So I don't want to hear anything about your fear of visibility or negative, silly thoughts about imposter syndrome or fraud complex. None of that. You came here to let your light shine. So shine it in your glory, and shine it in confidence, and shine it with enthusiasm and happiness and the anticipation of how it's all going to work out for you. That is what's meant for you, that is what's coming your way. And then you will literally be attracting it. You're going to be attracting it for your good. You're going to be attracting it for others. And then you're going to see how easy life gets, how simple it all gets. All right. So let's soak that in. Let's pray that into our system, because we have been told the opposite of everything that I've just shared. We have been told no pain, no gain. You got to work really hard. You got to take massive action. You got to dial for dollars. You got to, making money is hard and it's scarce, and it's okay for other people, but not you, or whatever the lies are. And what I just spoke today is truth. And if it's the truth that will set you free. So let's live by truth. And when those little inklings come in that say, well, this is too easy. I can't just be in high vibe and expect my good and take my action steps and have it work out. Like, this is supposed to be hard and painful and terrible. I'm supposed to do stuff I don't like for money and all this. It's the truth that will set you free. The deeper I get into my faith, the easier and lighter and more abundant everything gets. So yes, it does. It can. There's effort that gets put in. I don't want you to feel like there's something wrong with you if it's just if I'm sitting here saying let it be easy, and if you're like, wait a minute, this isn't easy for me to write my copy or get on Instagram to go be visible. There's ways in which we grow our strength that there's an appropriate challenge to it. Today when I was working out with my trainer, it wasn't an easy workout. So that's not what I mean. But ultimately, how I feel in my body of eating well and working out, I don't have body drama. I don't have health issues. I feel good in my body. And so there's ease in that. That's what I mean. So any of the learning curves that you're going through right now, just consider it your workout, and it's going to become easier. My workouts now are something I look forward to, and I feel really great. But at the beginning, I was doing a fraction of what I was doing today, and it was hard and it was heavy and it was awkward and it was a little embarrassing. So you show up and do what you're meant to do. And as a queen, you know that there are learning curves. But this too shall pass. If you stick with it and if you don't give up, you're going to see that the first time you ask for the sale, it might be a little awkward. It might have been hard for you to do. Now, at this point, it's so easy. Not only do I don't know if I ask for the sale, I just suggest it. This would be a great investment for you because and it's so easy. But before my stomach was clenched and my knee was bopping up underneath the dining room table, which was my desk. And I was so afraid of what they were going to think of me. That's hard. And so all of this is going to get easier and easier and easier for you. And that's the way it's meant to be. So that's why I want you to focus on the positive and the awesome and how it can work and how it will work and how, yes, you are meant for this. So now let's pray. Dear God, thank you. Thank you for the lives that we have today. Thank you for the passion that you have put in our hearts. Thank you for the infinite possibilities and opportunities and abundance that you have for each and every one of us. And I pray and ask for your favor to come into the lives and businesses of every woman here, that each of us would be restored in our thinking and remember that for such a time as this, we have been called and you have called us and we are answering that call. Thank you for the talent that you have given us. Thank you for access to the internet. Thank you for knowledge that packages even exist. And thank you for the clients that are, as we speak, coming this way for each and every woman listening. Because truly with you, all things are possible. And so we ask for total transformation in every woman's life and business, that she would be living her purpose and fulfilling the destiny that you have designed for her. And we pray all of this believing. Amen.
Well, Queen, what'd you think? Good stuff, right? Now you just know that you can do anything, because you are meant for greatness. If there's someone in your life that you know could really use this message or this reminder, please share this podcast episode with them. I always love hearing from you as well. And I want to spend more time with you. And we have that opportunity coming up based on this message and all things are possible and us just getting so great at being the queens of our lives. I am hosting a very free challenge called Doing Business Like a Queen. Because queens don't do overwhelm. Queens don't settle. Queens don't give up. Queens don't make money God. Queens don't make anyone else source. Queens have all the support and abundance that they need. So I've got this 5-day challenge that I really, really, really want you and everyone every woman anyways, to come join us. So it'll be in the show notes as well, the link, but go to divineliving.com/like-a-queen. That's divineliving.com/like-a-queen. Get yourself registered right now if you haven't already, because if you just liked the last 30 minutes or so of what you heard, you've got 5 full days completely for free coming up to get you on track to doing this year and your business like the queen that you are. So be sure to get yourself registered, and you can pass this link around or post it on your Insta stories, divineliving.com/like-a-queen, because I just am so committed to taking a stand and being a source of inspiration and hope and healing and strength and confidence and worthiness for every woman out there. We are leaving behind fear of being visible or worthy or making money in the past, and we're claiming this present moment. And so I'm going to be taking you step by step for 5 days on how I do business like a queen, what I'm striving for this year as well, how I'm really incorporating all of the spiritual power, quite frankly, into my life so that everything is easier and more peaceful and I'm more confident, and I want all of this for you. So go to divineliving.com/like-a-queen. Again, it's completely free. It's 5 days of goodness. Get yourself into the Facebook group now. There's a pre-party happening. I'm doing a couple of live episodes in there, and then we will be starting our 5-day challenge. So come join us. Hey Queen, I hope you loved this episode as much as I loved sharing it with you. And if you want to connect more and be the first to know what's coming up in all things Gina DeVee and the world of divine living, text me. My number is 1-310-421-0704. That's 310-421-0704 if you live in the United States or Canada. Once I put your number in my contacts, get ready to receive motivation, queen tips, BTS, sneak peeks, and all the good stuff right in your texts.